Right then, we're back with the VFC. We're going to give it another go. Change the hop and barrel components, and we're going to hopefully see an improvement.
This is the Gauntlet. Red lights blink, hit him or miss, no A-zone love on a run like this. Split times tallied, every move gets scammed. When the shot clock stops, we see where you stand. The Gauntlet.
You'll notice the gun looks a little bit different anyway, but we've got 4 UAD, hop unit, hop rubber with a maple leaf barrel. So we're going to get straight into it and we're going to see how we do. So far, it's looking really promising. Oh. Now we are getting the BBs roll out the barrel, which I'll try and demonstrate here if it happens. Maybe not, but we should be able to see the grouping now. Does seem to be a lot better, but it's early to tell. This hop isn't optimized in its settings. The grouping still isn't great, it's better, but we'll see what we managed on the time. Let's give it a go. Just wanted to do a bit of an update video with the new components. So we did a 47 straight off the cuff. The only thing I'll say about these 4 UAD hop units is they're more difficult to adjust compared to the other one where we just put a 3mm Allen key in the end. So you kind of have to get it in the sweet spot with a little Allen key. You can't actually see, well, it's very difficult to see the adjuster itself. There we go. Let's put a bit more hop on. See if it solves it. So we have a BB stuck in the tracer. There we go, it's annoying me. So you see the barrel's a lot longer. The barrel is a 310 that I had that I put on the bolt action upper, but I swapped it out because on this one it doesn't really matter because the tracer's held much further forward. So we're going to give it another go. This might over hop now, and we'll see if we can get that time down. So it was a 47 to beat. Oh, I don't think we're going to beat it. I'll try. Try and speed up a little bit here. It's definitely more predictable. Definitely a bit more predictable. I bought these Texas Star targets, which they were fairly cheap. We're going to see if we can hit some of them. See how predictable it is as to where it's shooting. Let's give it a go. I think I'm hitting the stems more than the targets themselves. So Massive amount of added difficulty here. They are. Oh. All but one. So it does seem a bit better. It's not a patch on Marui performance, but now we've got new hop parts, we've got new barrel parts, so we should be getting better results. And I think the consistency's gone up. I'm just not 100% sure on the actual accuracy itself. I'm not seeing accuracy like you see on some of these videos over in Taiwan. So we're going to get some more mags, and then we're going to have a play with the bolt action upper. So do we have any more rounds in those spent mags up here? Let's have a quick check. See if we can do a, oh we have, yeah. See if we can do a full auto test. Let's put this camera back on. So you see the yellow sign down there? It's not far away at all. In fact, we'll fire it into the black. Yeah, it seems better, just not mounds better for what you're spending, really. So I'm gonna go switch these mags out, and then we're gonna have a play with the bolt action upper, see what that does. So many of you might say, well, you're only using 2.5s, and in other videos that you see online, you know, they're using much heavier weights, which is fine. This site that I'm at only allows 2.5s, but you might have the argument of going, well, if you were using heavyweight BBs, you get better results, and that's very true, you would. However, all of the other gas platforms we've tried, including some VFC stuff as well, is absolutely fine with the 2.5. So could it just be their AR gas systems really favour heavy ammo, and if you're shooting lower weight ammo then it's not really that good, but we're going to give it a go. So I have no idea what these things shoot like. I've only really brought it with me today to have a bit of a play with it, so let's see. Yeah, there's no hop on that at all. The only thing I don't like about these 4UAD hops so far is it's very difficult to see the hop wheel and get a tool in. Like, I would even argue that the old system on the gas block with the 3mm Allen key was much easier to use. Let's try this again. Just need to adjust it. Now we are again using far too lightweight ammo for this thing, especially when it's firing at 2 joules. It just doesn't seem like it wants to adjust. There we go. You have to get it in the sweet spot. These might skyrocket here, but yeah, I think it's far too much high velocity for them. Some of them come out straight, but it does jam up. And a lot of people that praise this system, they're just actuating the bolt nice and freely, where this, in the workshop and here now, it just seems like it just jams up every now and again, so it's not feeding the rounds quite as nicely. But it is nice that you could buy this upper and do some sniping with a gas system, which if you weren't running a tracer, you could probably make this very quiet and just come back home, switch your upper over to your GBB upper, and be able to just run a gas bow back then. So you've got like 2 platforms in one rifle. Let's see if we can shoot some of these trees. Again, I'm just f***ing around here now, so And this is not a good range of target anyway, but we'll see what it's like in terms of just consistency and accuracy. So just getting a feeling for where it's shooting. The scope's not zeroed. There we go. Found the spot. Again, jammed up again. Just drop the mag out, drop the BBs out, and then back to how you were. Empty on that one. I think it's meant to like lock back when it's empty. See if we can actually try and finish this tree. This shouldn't be a task. It's just close up. So even with some inaccurate light ammo, you can finish a tree like that. So I think running some heavyweight BBs through this thing running it on the weight that I'm using is just not really what you want to do, but still getting this feed issue. Ideally you want to be running like 4.5s or 4.8s through this thing. And I know what you're all thinking, and I think I'm going to try it. We're not going to get a good time, but I think we should give it a go for some giggles. So let's quickly whack this off here. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to fit this. I think it's going to be... No, I don't think it's going to fit on, unfortunately. But if I can't do this in 2 mags, we've really got an issue. Right. We're just falling around now. This is not being serious. I managed to hit it. Blockage. So if you were running this, blockage again. If you were running this at 1 joule, you if you wanted to add a real bit of difficulty. The only thing that concerns me is the feeding issue. I have looked online to see mentions of it. But didn't find anything. We need to take this out long range with it, really. You would not currently want to get shot with this in CQB. Got some punch. When you get into a groove with it, it's actually not bad at all. just feeding issues. I dread to think what that time was. I dread to think indeed. Came at far, it was smacking those targets off the Texas Stars. But yeah, it's nice and short throw. Just in terms of the feeding issue, which is really the only reason I brought it today, I wanted to test it with the different mags and see how they get on with it. But you know, maybe you're at a weekend game or a mill sim and you're running this bolt action, and then you're like, you know what, this just isn't my day today. I'm not having a good time with my sniper, so I'm going to go back, swap. I mean, you could even pop these in a bag if you were crazy enough, but go back to the safe zone or your car, 2 pins out, same magazines, and just have some fun. What was the time? A 122. 122 seconds, so 2 minutes. I want some redemption on that Texas Star. Can we do it? I've only got 2 mags left, but doing better than last time. Starting to get a feeling for it. So yeah, I don't know, I'm not really seeing crazy. To be honest, on full auto with this 4UAD setup, I think I'm seeing more flyers on full auto. Who knows? Really, we need to get a bit more time on with it and see what's going on. But I don't even know why I bought these Texas Stars. I just thought it would be funny. Now, you can get different versions of these. I think these ones are probably the harder ones to shoot because you've got 2 Texas Stars on a swing arm. But yeah, bit of an odd one. I was hoping to really, after last time we shot, come in and go, Jesus, you know, 4UAD hot parts and a Crazy Jet barrel. Maybe the Crazy Jets really aren't all that good as I remember. But if you run one of these VFCs and you've got a nice barrel that you use, you have to let me know. Now, it does look a bit funky compared to last time because I'm seeing if I can get on with this real Strike Industries gridlock rail. So yeah, you'll have to let me know. But still like it, still think it's a good gas blowback. But in terms of my MWSs, which it's very easy to find a barrel for because the barrels need, with those 4UAD hop units, they need that extra cut further down the barrel to fit, which all of my MWS barrels don't have. So in terms of finding aftermarket barrels, it is easier for a Marui. And to be honest with you, out the box performance, in terms of consistency, accuracy, maybe not so much range, the MWSs just, they beat it hands down. I'm sorry. From what I've experienced, they do. I've tried to throw money at the problem and fit some nice fancy parts. It hasn't helped all that much. And, you know, if I get an MWS in my hands, I know how accurate I can be and the consistency's there. Even with the clone MWSs, you know, they're so accurate that, and, you know, running like a ghetto blaster on its standard hop and barrel, yeah, you can throw a hot rubber in there, which is what we've ended up having to do this to it anyway, but it's more realistic. They've got far superior trigger systems. The recoil is very good, better than an MWS, I will admit that. An MWS in its stock form, that is. But in terms of barrel performance, you know, hop, accuracy and consistency, it's just the Marui wipes the floor with it. But apples to oranges, I suppose. So we're going to go to something a little bit more interesting next. So stay tuned for that. But thanks for following along in this very weird video. I'm just having fun with my new VFC. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.